What's up, guys? You're watching the Quezt, and I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. We're out here for episode 53. It is 1/14/22. I gotta find something else. What's up, guys? How's your week been? You're out here watching on a day that ends with a Y, and I appreciate that. Did anything eventful happen? Because I'm going to start off with something that happened on Tuesday. No, it was Wednesday morning. Okay. Jumping right into this week's Quest. I appreciate you guys being here. So Wednesday morning, I usually take out my trash on Tuesday night because the guys come and they pick it up. The cycle is every Wednesday, and it says it on the can, every Wednesday. Now, this is boring as shit, but it's about to not be, so I need you to bear with me. So, I take out my trash on Tuesday nights usually. Robert wasn't feeling it. Robert didn't want to take out his trash. I said, I work Wednesday morning. I'll just take it out Wednesday morning. So Robert actually does it and is disciplined enough. And I get up early Wednesday morning and I take out the trash. It's my job. I only have a couple jobs around this bitch. And that's one of them. So I follow through and I take out the trash. And as I'm taking out the trash, I see this car driving by. I don't really think anything of it. I'm just going to have to walk down my driveway and walk back up, start my car, and go to work. That's my mission. Now, was my mission interrupted? Did somebody take a monkey wrench and fucking, hey, Robert! Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So the car driving by, as I'm wheeling, because I'm doing it like this, because it's cold, and I'm about to turn it around to pull it. You push, and then, whatever. So, this car, I'm looking at it, and it goes, boom! And it takes out my fucking mailbox. My mailbox is 13 feet in the air. I can see the mail flying in the glare of the headlights. So, automatically, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I think I'm tripping. Woke up, I wasn't drinking. I didn't participate in any recreationals. So I'm tripping. And so the person, they start slowing down. I'm telling you, they nailed the fuck out of my mailbox. So they start slowing down, but they don't stop. And like I said, my car it's not going, so it's not heating up. It's got the frost on it. It's 6 to 6:18 in the morning. I can't get in the car and chase them down because it only has that little defrosted spot where you can see through. No. And I'm not chasing them down on foot. My homeboy Alex says I should have threw a rock at them, and I should have. But I thought they were going to stop. They just didn't. Somebody ended up coming behind them, and then they were like, oh, I guess I got to drive off. What the fuck? So I take out the trash, which is at the end of the driveway, which is across the street from my mailbox. So I'm already down there. Might as well investigate. I'm not Scooby-Doo, but might as well do some. I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why I said Scooby-Doo first. So I pull out my phone because the sun's not up yet. I pull out my phone and I'm like, where the fuck? Because my mailbox is no longer in the post. Like I said, the whole thing went flying. So I pull out my phone. And I hit the flash, let me see where this is. And as soon as I do that, dude, I catch the eye glare of old Bambi just. And I'm like, oh my God. So it ended up being an accident for sure. It wasn't just like a texting and driving, boom. It was like, a deer, and they got a 2-for-1 combo. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you order? Oh, you had the 2-for-1? Dude, that's what they got. They took out my mailbox, and they took out some 6-point buck. Some wee lad was just trying to hoppity hop across the street at 6 in the morning. But whatever. He's doing his thing. And then, ba-boom! Come on, dude. My mailbox? And they didn't stop, which is fine. I'm not going to rant about that too long. But I gotcha. Oh, dude. I know it was an SUV. And so when I was replacing my mailbox, like putting it back in the ground, I found some other pieces. I found a Nissan emblem, and I found a silver piece. And then on the inside of that silver piece is a serial number and a date and time, like of the year of the car and stuff. So that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. I Scooby-Dooed the shit out of that. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I said it. But no, for sure, I can narrow it down who did it. It's been a couple days. Like I said, it happened on Tuesday. So to call the cops now and be a Karen about it, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't give me the satisfaction. The satisfaction was narrowing it down. And so that was fun. But yeah, 100%. I got home because I'm going to work. I can't do anything about the mailbox or the deer. I ended up going to work. And my neighbor, I met him, Andy. He's a very nice guy. He brought our mail to us, like, because it was technically in his yard in his little ditch thing. So he brought our mail to us, and he waited till I got home, like, to see a car in the driveway, I guess. And he comes over. He's like, "Hey, man, did you see what happened to your mailbox?" And I was like, yeah, I did see it. And, no. I said, I saw it. And he goes, "Yeah, man, I don't know what happened." And I was like, no. I saw it happen. Like, as it was happening, like, I saw it. And he goes, "Oh, man." Like, when we talked about it. So, and he's really cool. He said he dragged the deer to the woods by himself. You a serial killer? Like, I was like, dude, I was at work. I'm sorry. Like, I was like, I had to get to work, which I didn't. I just didn't think that a phone call with the cops, that's not a 10-minute conversation. They're going to, what happened and what did you see? And so, no, I'm not sitting out in the cold. I'm going to go to work. So I was like, dude, I'm sorry you had to do that by yourself. And he's like, no, man, I got it. I was like, really? Really? For sure? I'm sorry I don't have a deep freezer to fucking put that shit on ice. Give me some give me some deer meat. Dude. But that was what was happening earlier in the week. Later in the week, I redeemed that by getting a haircut. Your boy got a fucking haircut. Shout out to Jen. Faded up on both sides in the back. V'd me out in the back, dude. Shout out to Jen at Fade's Barbershop. I got an oil change. And the only reason that the haircut, whatever, and the mailbox are eventful, and this is eventful, is just because I'm trying to just let you guys in more. Like, what happened at Take 5 oil change? And if you don't know what that is, it's not your local Meineke where you call and you make an appointment, or God help you if you fucking show up and you're like, "Hey, I need an oil change," and they're like, "Bro, I can't do it today. We're loaded up." So, where you would sit there and you would hand them the keys to your car and they go get your car and they park it in. No. I don't. No. I like to stay in my car. I am one of the only people that should ever be in my car, honestly. Aside from what is all in my car, I feel at home when I'm right there. I don't want to sit in some waiting room and listen to so-and-so talk on HGTV, how she can flip my house. Like, I don't care, dude. I don't care. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear anybody like, I don't want to thumb through those magazines they have, or the little kid. See, shout out to my boy Mike Burke. I used to just get the little cars and stuff and just be like, and like play. Like, yeah, it seemed immature at the time, but what else am I supposed to do in that place? Nothing else appeals to me. Pressing numbers and finding out prices on the vending machine. So at this Take 5 oil change place, all they do, it's just 3 drive-thrus. Yeah, I guess. And they have, little guard railing and then dips in the floor where they can get underneath the cars. You don't exit your vehicle ever. And you pull up And they wave you in directionally. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you never have to leave the comfort of your car. What do you need? Oil change. Bada bing, bada boom. They go under. You do the paperwork and stuff. So we're all like, that means all three of us in all three lanes are in our cars. So I look to my left, and there's, this nice lady. I look to my right, and there's this dude who looks like every other dude I've ever seen ever. It's a bald guy with a beard, like a pretty solid trimmed beard, and he's driving this huge ass Excursion. For yous who don't knows, for those of you who don't know, an Excursion is a big ass truck. A Ford Excursion? I don't care. So he's driving this Excursion, and the guy working on lane 3 has also been. I've been watching him because it was like I said, a drive-through. I had to wait my turn. So as I'm in, I've already seen the guys in there working on multiple cars, getting this for lane 1 while getting this for lane 3, and I promise the story's going somewhere. So this guy can't find the oil cap, like the gas cap or whatever, but the oil cap, he can't find it for the Excursion. And so he's asking the guy on 1, hey man, do you know what you do with the oil cap for blah, blah, blah? Guy on 1 is like, it didn't have an oil cap. It didn't have an oil cap. What are you talking about? It didn't come with an oil cap. And so the guy, they're talking to each other. And so the guy in the truck has his window down, can hear them. And he's like, oh, no, it had an oil cap. It had an oil cap. And meanwhile, I'm on the phone, like, with Miranda trying to talk. And I'm just like, yeah. And I'm like, hang on. like I'm trying to not eavesdrop, but they're really fucking annoying. So, no, but it had an oil cap. And he's like, bro, you need to check with whoever you took it to last time, because that shit didn't have an oil cap. And the guy driving the Excursion, all I see him do is this, because that's where you put your last oil change sticker or whatever. And I could tell, I didn't hear what he said, but I could tell that he was like, motherfucker, I took it to take 5 last time. So what's up with this shit? What's up with this shit? I took it here. And so I start laughing, like I start rolling laughing, and they're like looking at me and stuff. But I have the phone, so they think I'm laughing at something I said on the phone. I'm rolling at them. And so the guy, he didn't seem like this. Like I said, he looked like every other guy I've ever seen in my life. He didn't seem like a huge male version of a Karen. Let's say, I don't want to say it's Kevin. I've known some cool Kevins. Maxwell. I don't know. Just some Karen type of male name. And so he starts talking about, I want free shit, or you're gonna, like, if you really don't have my oil cap, you guys are the ones who lost it. I want something free, or I want the free oil cap. And he starts mouthing off. And guy on lane 1, his name is Jeremy. All right, Jeremy at Take 5, shout out to you. Hopefully you don't get in trouble. But he's like, be careful. Like, he was just like, the guy was mouthing off. He's like, be careful, And he's talking about, I want some free shit. And he goes, why would you want some free shit from the place that lost your oil cap? I was like, I mean, that's a shitty point, but you win. Like, you kind of turned on your own place, but in turn, yeah, for sure. Like, why would you argue for free shit from a place that lost your oil cap? So, guy on lane 3 ends up, it's right here. Okay. Yeah. So it was there the whole time. So this whole argument was for nothing. And now the guy's probably never going to go back to Take 5. Or he is going to go back. But he's not going to. I just had to tell you guys that. It was a drama, I guess, that I liked. And I thought I'd bring to you guys. I thought it was a little funny story. Fuck that. Monday. That's what all happened this week. That's not all what happened. But those are the key points, the highlights, the to-dos of what happened last week. Now we get on to this next coming week. This is going to be one of the busiest weeks that I've had in a long time. I can't really elaborate too much after Tuesday or really after Monday, but I got something big coming. Okay? Okay. I'll tell you guys on the next episode of the Quezt, and it's going to be awesome. But Monday. Hang on. Went to the Comedy Zone. Dude, it started off bad only because they played White and Nerdy, and I don't like that. Let me pick my song or just pick any generic song. When you create a narrative before I go up, I don't like that. And I had to get serious, but get a little back to silly. It's fine. I just had to get all serious for a second because don't do that to me. Don't fuck with my set. Don't play Eminem and I'll play off of that or whatever, but don't play White and Nerdy. What are you doing? There's this guy there and he plays Bill Nye the Science Guy because his name is Bill and it's play on his Bill. And it's like, oh, he does that on purpose. And the crowd is like, oh, he does that on purpose. So when you do that to me and you play White and Nerdy, they're gonna think that I picked that song just to play off of it. Like, oh, fuck you guys for playing. It's like, he probably picked that. No. I didn't. So it hurt my feelings. And I'll stop being a crybaby now. But the Comedy Zone, the set went okay. I did exactly what I wanted to do. It was just, it fucking monkey wrenched. And I forgot to pick on the guy that looked like a church magician. So thanks. Fucking. All right, a little bit. Now we're back. I just had to get serious. Brought that up. So, Comedy Zone went good. TBD on the CZ. But Monday, I will be participating in this roast. Kinda. Not really. I'm not. So, shout out to Michael Garrick. He's having a birthday roast, 1/17/22. That is Monday night in Columbia at the Joint. I believe that says 1710 Main Street in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm not going to read the zip code. Find it. For sure, find the Joint on Main Street. You don't even need just the Joint on Main Street in Columbia. He's going to give me, a little bit of time, and I appreciate him. I'm very appreciative. I am coming with the stuff that's on the mic. The stuff that's on the mic right there, I'm coming with it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the time. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be doing that. And on the next episode of the Quest, I will let you guys know how I did. And I believe I'm going to show you guys. I believe I'm going to be able to show you guys how I did. I don't think any copyright complications are going to be in the way of this. But it is for a very good cause. I think it's the Alala Cancer Society. So shout out to them. Like I said, it's for a very good cause. Come out and see some comedy. Come out and see this guy get fucking torched. Honestly, I don't really know him like that. I know him about as good as I don't know. I didn't have an analogy for that. But I do like the guy enough to where I saw him post about this. And this, I never do this. But I'm like, hey, man, do you have a full set list for this? Like, do you have a full crew? And he was like, no, I would love to have you. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, just let me know when you get the dais and it's gonna be awesome. And he goes, will do. Messaged me a couple days ago and he goes, I'll give you 3 minutes before the roast. Okay, this is a little inside baseball, not super important, but okay, thanks. And that's fine. I didn't know what I expected, but I'm not gonna not roast. I'm not gonna go up there with my regular shtick, my regular bits, my regular jokes. I came to roast, and I hope that's what I get to do. And now I'm gonna leave it at that. So shout out to Michael Garrick. Fucking happy early birthday, dude. I'm bringing the heat. And that's all you can expect. Okay? Okay. Dude, I think that was my week. And that was my preview of next week. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you don't, recommend it to your weird friends. See, it's like, hey, I watched this weird thing, but it's really not for me. You're fucking weird. You would like this. And we'll see. I'll take it from there. You bring them to me, and I'll assess. If you build it, they will come. Not into socks, though. Okay, that's the new thing. If you build it, they will come. But not into socks. Yes, dude. Yes. Dude, on to the imprint of the week. I told you guys we were changing the imprint up a little bit. And so what this is going to be about from now on is when I think of the word imprint, I think of the words legacy. I think of just statements, making your imprint, whether that be on society, on your family, on your friends. And we usually get silly, and we're going to get silly with the imprint of the fucking week. Imprint of the week. Abolish/create a law. Uh-oh. So, as far as abolishing a law, that's really not how laws work. And I know that you guys know that. I'm just being redundant. They usually create a law, and then years down the line, when they see that law has aged terribly, they'll create another law to counteract that law. So I don't like how people act like that can't be done to everything. Like, it's like, we have the right to bear arms, until the fucking Right 46 comes out, and it's like, yeah, you know what we said about that one? Well, this is it now. Huh? But that's just how it goes. So the law that I'm creating that is going to simultaneously abolish all the other laws is a level of anarchy. Now, what I mean by that, tyranny, really. It's tyranny, which is going to cause anarchy, which is going to make an island of misfits. I'll explain. So, I'm going to create the assessment law. And the assessment law is basically like forced natural selection. I'm not talking about killing people. We'll give them Asia. We'll take everybody out of Asia and we'll disperse them in the world, and then we'll just give them. No. So it would be an assessment law or an operation law. And what I mean by operation, I don't mean operation as in like Operation, Tango Filth. Like, I mean operation is in the level of which you operate. Do you take the cart back at the grocery store? That's an assessment. And it can be observed via camera, all the NSA footage. I'd basically just take all the NSA footage that they have, and I would get an artificially intelligent. I have a bit about that where it's like artificial intelligence comes back, or not comes back, comes to fruition, and then all it has to judge us off of is our social media. So I would do that to an extent. I would via camera and via telephone calls, and I would get AI to assess a recoverable person. Like, if you're doing a little bit of bad and you just need some touch-ups, okay, cool. But the people that ain't shit, the people that are assessed just to be, I'm talking like, I'm not talking poor with a good heart. Like AI, I'll make them watch all the movies of like Comeback Kids and like Lost Souls, and they'll assess in a different way. Okay, does this person have the grit, the determination to, and if not, there could be a rehabilitation period. I'm trying to treat people. I'm trying to cure people of ignorance. I'm not trying to make everybody perfect. I'm just trying to make everybody better. I'm like the Michael Jordan Hitler, which is ironic that I had that combination in my head. and I don't mean to offend anybody, but Michael Jordan did pull off the Hitler stash. Here, I'm going to pull up a picture. No, I wish I did have a picture. But no, the assessment law, and that's only silly because people really fucking think like that, dude. There have been people in time that are like, if we just got rid of all the fucking idiots, this place would be better. And everybody's like, yeah, it would be better. And so you can do that all day. But who are the idiots you're targeting? That's somebody's grandma, somebody's grandpa. And I'm not talking about killing them. I'm not talking about exterminating them. Maybe the homeless, but no. Everything's a joke. Everything's a joke. So I just send them somewhere. Send them to just islands and islands. You're telling me that you're living on an island, kind of like a Moana island, where everybody knows their role, everybody has their job. If you want more or you want better, go get it. It's fine. We're going to fill your role, and it's going to be this, not paradise, but it'll operate. People can clash. It's fine. But people aren't going to clash. People aren't going to clash because of stuff like pure ignorance. Like texting and driving. Don't do that, dude. And I mean that as in don't do it while you're driving, and don't fucking do it when you're in the aisles and you don't see anybody in front of you. That's why I don't like going to the grocery store. I want a plague to take place every time I go to the grocery store. Everybody's like, here's another form of COVID. And I'm like, I'm glad I'm healthy enough to make the next wave. But no, that's what I would do. I would create... Jesus Christ, I'm getting strangled. Dude, I would create an assessment law. You got to be creative. You got to use your brain. You have to think. You have to think of other people. Your empathy has to be a certain level. Your intelligence, yes, but you can't base intelligence off of... That's why I said operate. How do you operate? How do you do the things that you want, and do you do them efficiently enough for you to be around? No death to anybody, but where you're going, you're gonna be with other people who can't operate. So it's just don't be. Okay, so this whole time, I've been talking about people who can help their deficiencies, okay? So don't get that twisted. Like I said, no lost souls, determination, operate. You find something to do. Shout out to Imprint Jones. Thank you so much for everything that you've ever done. I just, I didn't say that on the, on the last one. So I appreciate you, Bubba. Fucking. On to the question. Did you miss your calling? You guys think about that while I marinate on this. I've already thought about it all day. So, is there something out there? I'm not talking about your dream job. I'm not talking about a job that you would, you know what, now that I think about it, I'd be pretty good at that. No. I'm talking about like, hey, bro, this is what I was meant to do. It just didn't work out that way. Did you miss your calling doing something? Whatever it is, did you miss out on the opportunity? And so in the spirit of the new Jackass movie coming out, I feel like I would like to share something with you guys. When I discovered, and I don't mean discovered as in I discovered them and then they fucking, no. When I came across the members of the Jackass crew with Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn, and so on, I'll leave it at that. All the other guys, they're great. So I wanted to be a stuntman growing up. I told you guys a little bit, and relating to my dream job of a trapeze artist and working in the circus, an adrenaline rush is really what I liked as a kid, and it's what I like now. I love an adrenaline rush. And when I saw those guys, and it didn't matter how much money they made. They were on like TV and they were getting exposure and they were entertaining people at the expense of maiming themselves most of the time. So I remember seeing that as a kid and just running with it. Like, oh, that's all I want to do is just do stunts. And then it became stupid stunts. Nothing to where I was like breaking bones and stuff. Never broken a bone. To this day, never broken a bone. Oh, ding, ding. So, I wouldn't go too crazy, but I remember this one time I sat on a firecracker. My friend had lit it, and I was just like, I remember being in denim shorts. Ew. Who are you? Stone Cold Steve Austin? So, I remember just sitting down and fucking, it was just like, and I was just like, and I think that's why my butthole is so loose. No. So, I remember doing that, dude, jumping people, like neighborhood kids would like lay on the ground and we would jump them on bikes, but not all of us were good at jumping bikes. And it was just unfortunate for the ones who got hurt because I never really got too hurt. I jumped this hill one time. Don't ever do stunts by yourself. So I jumped this hill one time. I was by myself, and the handlebars twisted on my bike, and it ripped a hole in my shirt and like almost like stabbed me in my abdomen. And I remember having to, again, drive my bike home. I don't know if I ever told you guys about when I got hung in the park. Go back to the early episodes. And so I had to, again, drag my bike home limping. Don't ever do stunts by yourself. So what I'm trying to say is I think I missed my calling as a dopey stuntman. Do I think I could have fit in with those guys? Not at my age. If they were to do like in spirit of this jackass coming out, if they were to pass the torch to like a newer, younger guys, like imagine the Dude Perfect guys, but not talented at all. That, or like Nitro Circus with more and more untalented people. Like, not, way more untalented. Because you have, dude, I'm rambling. Travis Pastrana used to be my hero. I'll get into that on a later quest. I just wanted to throw that. And Rob Dyrdek. He made me want to drive a Pontiac Fiero. Why am I telling you this? So, I think I missed my calling. I think I should have been born earlier. I think I should have been a Jackass crew member. Some people are meant for greatness, and some people are meant for other things. Dude, is that it? On to the unlocking memories. We're fucking slashing through this. Dude, on to the unlocking memories. Now, last week when I left you guys, I realized that it was the 52nd episode of the Quezt. It was if I've been doing it correctly once a week, then that's a whole year of doing the podcast. So I was like, what does the unlocking memories really mean? What am I doing with that? And what I'm doing is not only banking my memories for whoever listens to this, I'm doing it for me later. I'm doing it to kind of analyze where my head was versus where my head is. And I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's unlocking memories. That's opening doors in my brain. And so I told you guys about how I'm scared of makeup. Episode 6, I'm scared of makeup. I told you guys I lived off pizza rolls. Multiple unlocking memories. But I haven't really been like too in depth with the trauma. And so, like I said, we try to keep it a silly time, and that's the only reason I bring it up. But this is something that traumatized me as a kid. I didn't like this. And so the other night, Miranda and I, We get a little tipsy, and I'm like, hey, this is what we're watching, which I might do that. I went on Amazon, straight up rented it, like tried to find it on Netflix for like 2 seconds, went to Amazon, straight up rented it, and she goes, you know that bill's me, right? I was like, oh shit. Like I thought it was still connected to mine. So I just rent it. I'm like, I'm facing this trauma head on. And it's this movie called Monkey Bone. And there's this scene. The movie has Brendan Fraser. And this is 2001 Brendan Fraser. So this is like George of the Jungle, The Mummy Returns. Or The Mummy, rather. I just didn't want to say The Mummy because there's the one with Tom Cruise. But like The Mummy Brendan Fraser and George of the Jungle. And this is like kind of in the middle of that. I get Monkey Bone Brendan. And so I didn't remember much, if anything, about this movie. I only remember this one scene. Because my grandmother, Grandma Pete. Shout out to Hank. He looks just like her. Shout out to Grandma Pete. She used to take me to her friends' houses, but the kids of her friends were fucking weird. Like, she used to hang out with, like, younger people. Like, if she was 60, which I think she's 22 now. But if she was 60, then she was hanging out with people like 40-something. And, you know, they had kids my age. Fucking weird. She lived in, like, Cuba and Hartville and, like, what? Where are we going? There's a tire swing outside, but it has a log sticking. Like, where are we at? And so I'm playing with my fucking Super Saiyan Goku BK special action figures or whatever. I don't have one right here. I've been searching for it. Let me know if you have one. And I end up playing with these kids, and this fucking scene comes on, and I just remember being like, boom, and I don't know why, and I didn't know why, and I didn't remember why. I didn't know why it made me feel uncomfortable, and so that's why I did it. I was just like, I don't fuck it, boom, and I just turned this movie on that I'm about to show you.
Monkey Bone.
I don't like how he said it. It's got one of those trailer guys in it.
20th Century Fox presents Brendan Fraser.
Okay. How does he say it?
Monkey Bone.
Monkey Bone. Dude.
20th Century Fox presents Brendan Fraser.
Okay. I already told you I had Brendan in it.
Bridget Fonda.
Now, I don't know. I know Jane Fonda. My brother Hank has hair like Jane Fonda. Shout out to Hank. That's twice. So, but I don't know Bridget. I don't know what else she's in. So,
the woman I love is living with a little monkey that looks like me.
All right, you kind of get that. So, Monkey Bone is a figment of Brendan's imagination, or should I say whatever his fucking name is in the movie. I just watched the movie. It doesn't matter. And so, guy gets into an accident, goes into a coma, goes into his imagination, and is like, hey man, you're going to be here a while. They end up getting this exit pass, but Monkey Bone turns on him. And fucking, he takes the exit pass. And so, when he comes out of the coma, it's not fucking Sullivan, or whatever his name is. It's not Brendan Fraser. It's Monkey Bone. And so, Monkey Bone is the one interacting with his girlfriend while Brennan is in his... Anyways, he's trapped in imagination land. Didn't want to spoil too much of the fucking movie for you, but this is the scene coming up, not the shower scene. So, Foxy Lady is playing by Jimi Hendrix, which if you listen to that song, Foxy Lady, and it's like... Dude, it gets... fucking intense. If you're just sitting and your eyes are closed, it can get pretty intense. Jimmy would fucking... He's a whiz, dude. Whiz, dude. And so this scene came up in the movie, and I was like, oh, this is weird, but it's not that bad. But this right here is what got me.
Dive!
Not that bad, right? Not that bad. I don't know why it was just aggressive. I remember him wearing more clothes and it being like night-ish. I don't know. There's not like an alternate movie or an alternate ending or anything like that. It just, I never really been around a lot of sex scenes like that. And so for it to just be like crazy, like I hadn't been watching the rest of the movie. Like I said, I was playing with my toys and then I'm like, okay, Foxy Lady, these people about to get it on. I didn't know that he was like monkey bone or what, but I recommend it. It's a good watch, dude. I went blindly trying to unlock my trauma. I didn't even know what happened. Dude, I fucking turned on Barnyard the other day. I started bawling my eyes out. So I don't know what's going to get me. But what I do know is you got to embrace that shit. As silly as we get, fucking, you know, we can get serious. Just had to break it up a little bit. Embrace that. Find out that it's just fucking
with a little monkey that looks like me.
Dive, dive, dive!
It ends up being okay, dude. Dude, she was pissed. She's like, I don't want to fucking watch this. But I had to explain it to her afterwards. Because I don't want to watch it either. I don't know what's about to happen. But it's a very, very, very weird, Quezzt-worthy movie. I think you should watch it. You're going to have to go to Amazon Prime and rent it. So probably not for you. Or you can do it on YouTube. You rent it on YouTube. But please, for me, go watch this good 2001 film, Monkey Bone, with Brendan Fraser. I don't think it's a waste of time. I had a really good time watching it. Is that it? Dude, are we through another Quezzt? I will let you guys know how the roast goes. And I will let you guys know what I have in store for next week when the time is right. I don't like teasing you guys, but I don't like teasing you guys, but let's go into the bleachers during the game and dude, I say that as don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. Don't want to think of I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And I'll be here next week, like always.